Okay, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. It is Friday, the 26th of April, and we are running a little bit behind on getting our programs launched, but we do have the 777 plan launched, which is great. We are a cloud nation, and we're launching these programs to expand our currency, value and liquidity, improve the price, benefit all our members. And I'll get on to where we are with the specifics in the 777 plan, which we launched actually on the 8th of March, but we've had a few things that we've needed to correct as we've been going along. And we're in the process of getting that right. So I'll cover that in a moment. But anybody that's not a member that is watching, well, welcome to you. You might as well join because it's totally free and there's no obligation. All you've got to do is prove you're a real person, and then you are a member of our community. And you're treated equally because we just see everybody as a human being. We don't separate people because of height, weight, colour, creed, class, anything else. And we just see everybody as part of one big family of humanity. We recognise that all human beings are unique and have something unique to offer our community and are of equal value to every other member of our community, therefore. But once you are a citizen, you can opt, if you choose, to get involved in any of the industries that we have. They would probably be classed as business opportunities if they were solo, set on one side, but we are a cloud nation, and we're set up as a nation to be here for generations, not just for a few weeks or months. And we look to build a legacy of wealth for all our citizens. So come along and get involved. Bring a positive mental attitude with you. You'll fit in really well. Okay, we'll be getting started pretty much now with a short prayer to help us find what everybody seeks in life, which is true happiness. Lasting happiness, happiness that can't be taken away from you. Not the short-term pleasure that you get from different things that happen throughout your life, but a permanent lasting happiness that creates a feeling of well-being within you. There are a lot of people that have a lot of money and they're still searching for something. They're still struggling to find something else. They don't know what it is. And it's that true happiness. It can't be bought. The only way you can get it is through loving service to others. And once you adopt that as your way of life, you'll find that all those things that you thought you wanted, okay, you can have them. They'll be attracted to you, but they won't mean as much because you won't need them to make you happy. You'll be happy anyway, but you'll be more comfortable if you have that bigger house. You'll be more able to help your children grow up if you've got more time to spend with them. Grow up as good human beings. You'll be able to travel to different places and experience different ways of life and expand your mind. But you'll be happy anyway, okay? But all those other things, they'll be attracted to you. Anything that you want to do, it'll just flow to you. So that's what our prayer is about. It's about getting that true happiness. And we'll follow that with a little affirmation that is about our non-separatist ideology, where we get rid of any prejudices that we might have had and fit together as one big happy family of humanity. So let's get started right away because I am a few minutes late. I've been working with Devyani. We've been trying to get something, but I'll get into that in a moment. Let's just get started right away with that little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member finds the joy of service, and through service attracts true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And the affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, let's have a look at who we've got in before we get into the updates. We've got Lewis in from Portugal, Colin in from South Africa, Peter in from Portugal also. We've got Ron in from Amsterdam, Netherlands, Don in from Canada, British Columbia, Werner in from South Africa, Derek in from Nigeria, Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, Andrew from Auckland, New Zealand. Some of you guys are trying to make it hard for me. I have to remember where you're from. It's a great help if you pop in where you are joining us from. It's interesting to everybody to know the variety of countries and the widespread that we have throughout the world globally. We are in all continents. We're in, well, I don't know whether Antarctica is classed as a continent. We're not in there. We don't have any penguins. But we are in all inhabited continents, and most countries within those continents as well. Okay, we got Peter in from not from Kingston, that's Jamaica, isn't it? Peter Kingston in from Kettering, okay, as well. Yeah, the reason I was a few minutes late, we've been just trying to get the last few done, but we gave up. We recognised that we weren't going to manage it, and this is in the positioning. We've done nearly everybody, but there's probably an hour, maybe 2 hours to wrap it all up. We were trying to get it wrapped up tonight, but we just gave up in the end. We couldn't do it. So that'll be wrapped up on Monday. And then there'll be different things that we need to do to tidy up a few loose ends. And one thing that we do need to do is to add into your available cash wallet a bit more information. At the moment, when you get a commission automatically paid into your available cash wallet, it just says 777 plan commission or something to that effect, but it doesn't tell you who it's from, and it's confusing people. They're not able to track exactly if they've been paid as they should have been paid, and as admin, we can't help you either, because we don't know where those commissions have come from. So it all has to get thrown back to Devyani, and she has to go into the database and check it all out. So we'll be doing things like that, adding that in and getting a few other loose ends tied up, and we'll know better where we are by Monday evening, this time on Monday. But that'll be where are we now? 26th, I said, didn't I? 27, 28. That'll be the 29th. And even if we've got everything completed by the 29th, I think it's highly unlikely that in the next 2 days, we'll get the Share Hope plan up and running. So I told you yesterday, I thought this was unlikely, and it's even more unlikely now to be up and running this month. It'll be in May. Okay, but that's what mainly we've been doing. Is trying to sort those things out. I am working on a couple of other things and I've not completed them. Hopefully over the weekend I'll get some of it done. I'm trying to put together all our creditors into one spreadsheet, and it's quite time consuming because they go back for a long period. And when I talk about creditors, it includes people with nest eggs. They're not really a creditor. They have the nest eggs. They have the value in their ShareHope wallet for those nest eggs that they bought. But we want to make sure that they get back at least as much as they paid for those nest eggs, without the need to get in the ShareHope plan. So we're looking at ways we can do that. So there's people that have loaned us money directly and various other things, and to try and put it all together in a way that's going to allow me to find the best solution for everybody is taking quite a bit of time, but we'll get there. And it's encouraging that we are now in a position to be doing that. The other thing I'm working on is a getting started PDF, and it will run through what people do, and it will have links into the options such as the 777 plan, the ShareHope plan, and the Poverty Crusher plan, Easy Business Builder plan, the pool staking, ShareHope wallet, setting up and linking your wallet, doing your KYC, all these things. But it will be broken down into simple, easy steps, and that once again, it's taking me a little bit of time to just get it sorted out. Okay. So that's it. I was hoping we could get, and so was Devyani. Let's be fair, Devyani wanted it done as well, but we just couldn't do it. It has been a very time-consuming process to make sure that all the positioning is correct in the 777 plan. Going forward, there's no problem because we corrected the code ages ago. That was the easy bit, but it was going through everybody's account and trying to make sure that we got it right where they were positioned, and it's been a big task, a big ask. Okay, but we're nearly there. As I say, an hour, maybe 2 hours. I don't think it'll be longer than 2 hours, but you never know. But we've done most of them. Most of the changes have been completed, and then we've got, as I say, a few other loose ends to tidy up. Hopefully at that point, the 777 plan will then be running smoothly, and you'll be able to see, you'll have all the information at your fingertips. Maybe not all the information. There are a couple of things that I would like to be able to put in, and there are some of the upgrades that I talked about in the PDF that I sent out a few days back. That PDF, I didn't want to have to change it. So that PDF is sort of updated, if you like, but we've not made all the updates. We've not made all the upgrades, like the additional time for you to put people in to your gifted entries. And that's what we're calling them now. We never knew whether to call them paid or free. And we've come up with gifted entries, which really explains what they are. They're a gifted entry. You gift it to somebody, it's gifted, and it benefits you and it benefits them. I see we've got Buzina in as well from Edinburgh up in Scotland. So that is that pretty much sums up the updates for you. But those upgrades, there are various other bits and pieces in that PDF as well. And so we've got to do the code changes for those as well. They're not massive changes. They won't take months to do, you know. I mean, they're not going to be hours either, but we'll get them done. Hopefully, we'll get them all done this month, and next month we'll start. Bang. 7.7 is working. It's out of the way. Let's get the ShareHope plan up and running as it should be. So that is that is the position. We do have numbers. I got some numbers out for you. My voice seems to be I don't know. I don't know whether I'm losing my voice or what, but it's some of you will be saying, "Oh, great! You know, you won't have to sing." Okay. That reminds me. Have we got him in here? He's not here. Our man from Devon, he's not in. We'll see if he pops in a minute. I just happened to notice we missed his birthday. It was not today. I think it was the day before yesterday. So we need to wish him happy birthday. That's Richard, of course, from Devon. Don't live very far from me. About 40 or 50 miles, he said it is. So I trust him. He knows the area better than me. Okay. Updates. We have 8,064 people, paid members in our 777 plan. We've got Colin in just a minute saying, I think I've heard you mention before how you sponsor in 777 levels can change, but how can that be if you are going to follow your sponsor from the previous level? Because somebody, here you go, Colin, I'll try and explain it. You refer two people. You refer A and B. So you are their sponsor in their level 1. Let's suppose they only joined in level 1 for whatever reason, okay? So level A goes into your position 1, B goes into position 2, and he's passed up. So you lose him straight away. Let's suppose you now sponsor C. C goes into your position 3, and you're his sponsor in phase 1. And you don't sponsor anybody else, and let's suppose nothing else happened except that A and C, who you're sponsor for in level 1, both upgrade to go into level 2. So A goes into your position 1 in level 2, and C goes into your position 2 in level 2. So you lose him. So his sponsor has changed in level 2 from the sponsor he had in level 1. Once you get past those first places, those first phases, provided you are in all the levels that your people following you through are in, they will remain with you as their sponsor. But if, for example, you're at level 5 and you've got well past those first 4 places in levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and somebody, let's suppose you've introduced D, and he comes in at, that's that Alexa thing, I don't know what set her off. Let's suppose you introduced D and he came in with all 7 levels, but you're only in level 5. So you are his sponsor in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but in 6 and 7, he's going to go up. So he would have a different sponsor for level 6, and possibly also for level 7, if the person that he's passed up to for level 6 is not in level 7, he would go up to another person. So that's how your sponsors can change regardless. It won't happen in the majority of cases, but it can happen in the way that I've described. So it's difficult to explain without a whiteboard and everything, but hopefully you've been able to grasp that. I don't know. Peter says that's only if they land in position 2 or 4 in any level, Colin. No, it's not, Peter. It could be if they move faster than you through levels as well. They could pass through you. If you're not in a level and they join or get into that level before you, you'll lose them. So it's there are various ways that it can happen. Once you are in all 7 levels and you've completed your first 4 positions in all those 7 levels, you will retain everybody as the plan stands at the moment. Okay, so that's it. So no, it's not only if they jump a level. It could be that they become they can fall into a pass up position as they follow you through. You know, the person you're going to pass up 2 people in every level. And those are people that are following you through from the previous level. So 2 of them in every level you're going to lose, and they're going to have a different sponsor. And in addition, if they get into a level before you, they'll pass through you. I plan to keep myself 1 level ahead of my direct referrals, and their referrals 1 level behind them. Yeah, you want to get into as many levels as you can as quickly as possible, because you never know when somebody's going to say, okay, I'm happy with this. I'm only in levels 1 and 2 and 3 perhaps. And you think, okay, I'm ahead of those because I'm in level 5. But then all of a sudden this guy says, okay, I'm in for it. I'm going to go for 4, 5, 6, and 7. And he upgrades to 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you're only in level 5 because you thought you had plenty of time, and you've lost him in 6 and 7. So you want to get into all levels as quickly as you can, and you want to get all 4 positions filled in all levels as quickly as you can. And then you're home free, okay? We got Werner. Colin is my pass up from 4 levels down to my position 15 in level 2. He's also my referral, but gone to my sponsor in level 3. Yeah, it can and will happen. Okay. Okay, going to watch as it unfolds. Yep. Just maybe once I get the new spreadsheet out for you, you'll be able to play with it and see how it works better as well. But every time you start, let's suppose you had 7 people in phase 1. Only 5 of those are going to follow you through into phase 2 because 2 of them have been passed up. So 5 of them follow you into phase 2. And of those 5, 2 are going to be passed up. So you're only going to be left with 3. But those 3 are going to pass 2 up to you each. So you're going to end up with another 6, which is 9. So you've got 9 in phase 2. Net, you actually had 11, but you've got 9 that are going to follow you through into phase 3. And you're going to lose 2 of those, dropping you down to 7. But those 7 are going to pass 2 up. You're going to have 21 in phase 3 that are going to follow you through. But those 21, you're going to lose 2 of as well. So every time you move into another phase, you're going to lose 2 people, but you're going to gain an awful lot more. So that's how it works. But you've got to stay ahead of them as well, because if they get in front of you, you're going to lose them anyway because they're going to go through you. We can't put them into your pay line if you're not in that level. So you need to get into all levels as quickly as you can and get the first 4 positions filled as quickly as you can as well. Werner says, now I understand. Oh, good. So I don't know whether we've solved Colin's query, but we've solved one for Werner that didn't really pose it as a question. So there you go. That's how it works, and that's why we've had to make sure that the positions were correct. And like I say, it's been a big job. I take full responsibility for it because if I'd have made it properly clear, then the code would have been written in the correct way in the first place, and we wouldn't have had to make all these really time-consuming changes, which are frustrating for people as well. You know, some people are losing commission that they thought they had, and some people are happy because they've got more than they had before. And but we haven't put anybody into a negative situation. We've always made sure that if they didn't have enough in their wallet to put things as they should be, we've just written off the balance as a gift or whatever you want to call it. We've taken the hit for it as a community. It's not me personally, it's everybody, if you like, because we've lost money on those situations from the plan. But it's all getting straightened out by the end of Monday, definitely. I mean, before the end of Monday, it'll all be finished, the positioning, and then it'll be working as it should be. So that's it. Anyway, thanks for the question. It is sometimes difficult to grasp exactly how it works and where everything comes from. And as I say, I'm describing it as it is now and as it is on that PDF you've got. It may change slightly. It won't really affect what we've been discussing here for the most part, but it could if if we implement things in perhaps a slightly different way to get you through the phases faster. But we won't be doing that initially anyway, because it would take time up, and then we would be taking time away from getting that ShareHope plan launched, and we really need to get that going so that people can be accessing the funds in their ShareHope wallet and making additional income on top of it. Okay. So great to have the questions. It helps clarify it for everybody. It isn't easy to understand, but once you've grasped it, once you understand it, like everything, you know, it just becomes crystal clear, and you think, yeah, I got it now. Like Werner says, now I understand. You know, that light bulb goes off, and you think, yeah, okay, that's the way it is. And you will enjoy the results of it all. That's the main thing. I've been involved in many different business opportunities since the 1980s or something like that. I've seen pretty much every pay plan that there is out there. Some of them are very, very simple. Some of them are very complicated. And people often spend too much time focusing on how the pay plan works rather than just doing the basics, and that is getting people in. If you do the basics, everything else will work for you. You don't need to worry about it. It's nice to be able to check it and make sure it's right and everything else. That's fine, but concentrate on the basics. What are the basics? Sharing it with others. That's it. Okay. Don't sell it to people. Don't try convincing people. Just share it with them. If they don't like it, okay, no big deal. You've done your part. If they want to know where you're getting all your money from in a couple of years, and you tell them, they're not going to come back and say, why didn't you tell me? You've done your duty. You let them know. Okay. But don't convince people. You're making a rod for your own back. If you start convincing people and you get them in, then they're always on your back. Why haven't I got this? Why isn't this? Why isn't that? You don't want that. You don't want the hassle. Just share it with people. Say, hey, take a look at this. It's really good. If you've got sort of testimonials about how it's working for you, that's fine as well. You can tell them, you know, what it's doing for you and what you expect out of it. But don't go overboard with it. Just share it with people, and the ones that see it, that's fine, and the ones that don't, that's fine too. We don't want everybody in the plan, really, because in time everybody be giving up the jobs, and we'd have no airline pilots to fly us away on our holidays. We'd have no chefs cooking those sumptuous meals in those restaurants that we go to. We'd have no farmers producing the crops. You know, if everybody was in, you know, we don't want everybody in. We just want the people in that want a different lifestyle, a different way of living, a different challenge in their lives. People find happiness in lots of different ways. It's always through loving service to find that true happiness. But you can be of loving service in so many ways, and so many people have different ways and ways that they enjoy. You know, there's nothing to say that a doctor isn't getting as much joy and happiness if he's a doctor for the right reasons, and his one passion in life is to help other people live a healthy life, and he goes about his work in that way rather than thinking how much I can make from being a doctor. if he goes about it in the right way, then all the money he wants anyway, but he'll get that same happiness and satisfaction. If if there's an airline pilot or a stewardess or a chef that makes a wonderful meal and is really happy that he's creating wonderful tasty meals for everybody, people will find their own way of doing things. A farmer gets his immense satisfaction knowing that he's sending beautiful, wonderful cabbages to market or whatever. It doesn't. That everybody's got their own little thing, but you, as a part of We Share Abundance, you can do it just simply by sharing what we have with other people. And if they need help, you can help them. I'm not saying you should be paying for them. I don't necessarily think that is helping them. It could be in some cases, but whatever you do, do it for the right reason. Do it because in your heart you want to be helping people, and you'll find that everything will work for you, and you don't need to worry about all the coding that goes into it and how this happens and why that happens, and you'll just keep seeing more money there and more money there and more money there. But that won't be your main joy. The main joy you'll get from the satisfaction of seeing other people change their lives. Okay. Right, no more questions there that I can see. And Richard's still not in. Very unusual. Richard is usually here. Perhaps he thought I'd catch him up. As I say, I did spot that his birthday was a couple of days ago. Maybe he'll watch the replay. So in Better Late Than Never, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Richard, happy birthday to you. Okay, Richard is, of course, also a member of our support team and very valued, as all our volunteers are. So all the best to him, and have an extra day birthday today. Okay, numbers for you. The last 24 hours we had an increase of 24 in our registered members to 42,463. We had an increase of 9 in our active members. These are people that have done the KYC, ready to cash in their earnings and enjoy the fruits of their labor. But if it's really, if it's a labor of love, it's not really labor, is it? It's just doing great things. Okay. Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership base. Bonus pool did click over into another $1 to 10,401 with the revenue share from logging in. Okay, let's see. No, there's no more questions, and I don't have any more news for you. So enjoy your weekend. Some of you watching, at least one anyway. I think we've got Andrew in. He's already into Saturday. Some of you're in Friday night, Friday evening, Friday afternoon, whatever. It's a weekend. Get out and enjoy it. Hope the weather's good for you. Hope everything that you want in life flows to you. God bless you all. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time. YouTube, Twitch, X, and Facebook. Until then, God bless, and I'll see you. Maybe we've missed a few people because I don't think I posted this in the Facebook groups, and maybe people don't have the link to it. So maybe that's snookered Andrew. We don't have many people in from Facebook. Most of the people we've got in are actually in YouTube. So I think that's probably my fault. I just realized that I didn't post the link to the page in the groups. Okay, I'll put it in now and they can get the replay. My apologies if that was the case for you. God bless you all. I'll be here tomorrow and I'll try and remember to get the links and done as normal. Also, get your raffle tickets. You've only got today and Sunday until we make the drawing to get as many tickets as you want. They're just $1 each, 1 in 3 chance of a prize. God bless. See you all tomorrow. Until then, see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra